Sorry. So, my startup, the MTY Intelligence Software, is the first women-led startup that specializes in data analytics and machine translation. We had a lot of challenges to build this startup, but this was not, it was worth it, because this is what led me to this stage, and being the first Muslim, Algerian, and Arab and African woman to be named Microsoft Regional Director. So, I graduated in computer science major, and after that I worked as an IT professional in many domains. So first I worked as a system engineer, then I worked as an IT application developer, then moved to the United Nations, where I worked as an IT manager, and I worked also in another company as an IT manager in a public company. After 10 years of professional experience or professional life, I decided to pursue a master in computational linguistics, or let's call it the field of artificial intelligence that is dedicated to language processing, which is one of the most, one of the hardest fields of AI, because it tries to simulate a very hard kind of human intelligence, which is the language. After graduating from the Higher Arab Institute of Translation, at that time I was the only Algerian to be graduating in such field. So I was pioneering my field since 2012, and this led me to the Techwomen Program, a program organized by the US Department of State, which empowers women from around the world, and including Algeria. And this program was really a turning point in my life, because Techwomen Program it not only supported me as a woman in technology, but it introduced me to giants of technology like Adobe, where I did my internship, and Microsoft. So during this program we are mentored by experts, and I spent my internship in Adobe, where I was the first African and Arab women to be in this company, working on the machine translation field. So back to Algeria, I founded the Machine Translation Association, which is an association that encourages Algerian researchers to be involved in artificial intelligence and natural language processing, especially. After that, 1 year after, in 2014, I founded the MTY Intelligence Software, an Algerian startup, technology startup that works on, that specializes, in AI and data analytics, and provide services in matter of content localization. He is the co-founder and the founder of the MTY, but Hayat, she's my partner and my sister. Ouafa BENTERKI is the co-founder of the company. Being a tech woman allowed me to access a network of experts, and I took benefit of this experts, be it via having resources, technical resources, advices, and etc. And this gave me a huge notability in Algeria. So in 2015, I was honored by the Japan embassy in Algeria, and those are women honored and eminent women that were honored in 2015. After that, in 2016, I was selected by the African Union, yes, as Algeria delegate to the Tokyo International Conference for Africa, where I was selected in the Committee of Women Experts. And this was a very amazing experience because African women are really underrepresented in the field of technology, and it's my pride today as an African woman to speak on behalf of many African women that are not on the map. And I hope that next year there will be a lot more women, African women, Arab and Muslim women in technology. So the same year, our startup was selected among the 5 most important and innovative startup in Algerian startup, and we won a contest called a VIATIC contest. This contest is select the best founders of startup, and we do a kind of scientific and business trip in the States, and we had the chance to go to the most important innovation center, which is the Georgia Tech. I have learned a lot in this center, and this allowed me to improve my skills and improve my knowledge, be it technical or even in the field of entrepreneurship. I also had the chance to be invited as a scientist by the National Science Foundation in the framework of this trip, and I had the chance, the big privilege, to be with the program manager of the National Science Foundation. In 2017, I was selected by the US Department among the startups, the most innovative startup that had the chance to attend the entrepreneurship, the Global Entrepreneurship Summit, which was held in India, in Hyderabad. And it was one of the most important trips in my life, because I all the time was dreaming to visit India and meet those wonderful people, and really I was amazed by their culture. In the framework of the Techwomen Program, I had the chance to meet the representative of the Cherry Blair Foundation, which is a foundation that empowers women in business. I'm trying to show you a lot of programs to tell you that what led me to this stage is the fact that I didn't miss any opportunity to learn. Whatever I had, anything to learn, I wanted to learn it. And this is my advice to you. Don't miss any opportunity every day, even every second. Knowledge is power. I had the chance in the framework of the Cherry Blair Foundation to participate in an international global panel for women entrepreneurs, and I had the chance in the framework of the program to meet amazing women in technology. So the point is that there's a lot of women in technology around the world, but we need those kind of programs to meet them. And one of the most important achievements was my participation last year as a speaker in MSIgnite, and it was thanks to the International Institute that offered me this scholarship with the collaboration of Microsoft. And this is how I was discovered by Microsoft executives. So during my session, I spoke about my achievement in the field of artificial intelligence and especially natural language processing. And one of the executives of Microsoft was attending my session. So this is how I could get, and my voice could get to the right person to be after that, 1 year after, selected as Microsoft Regional Director, being among the best 160 IT in the world, which is really, I think it's the best achievement I have did all my life. So I started by the achievements, but I want to say that before to reach this stage, I had a lot of challenges, be it during my studies or during my professional career. During my studies, and especially while preparing my master in translation technology, I was the only Algerian that works on statistical machine translation, which was very, very hard. There was nobody to tell me what to do in case you know that most of you are programming, and you know what that means. That you are alone on this field and you have to solve everything by yourself. I have to learn. I had to go to spend. It happened to me to spend 14 hours just trying to solve a simple thing. It happens to me while trying to solve something to format my laptop by mistake, but it happened to me. So those challenges, I never ever thought about them. Of course, I had a very hard moment, but after some time, I think about those challenges as motivators. So I never accepted to be defeated by a challenge, and this is my advice to you. So I got my master's with the distinction, excellent distinction, and I was pioneering my field after very, very hard moments. And this. The second challenge was during the third challenge was while creating my startup. It was very, very difficult in Algeria to convince people that a lady will be leading a startup, a technology startup that specializes in AI. And I had very hard moments to convince them. It was very difficult to get the funding, and it happened to me to hear that this project is not worth it. It's not interesting. You are dreaming. You are a big dreamer. But when I think about all those troubles, I think that if I was not a big dreamer, that's true. I was all my time a dreamer. But if I didn't think about my project, it already started by a dream. And if I was not a dreamer, I won't be on this stage today.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to say. So those are the lessons learned from my journey. Those are the three key most important keys for the success. So the first one is the perseverance. So as you see, I chose the ant, which is a very wonderful example for the perseverance. And really, I mean, in my hard moment, I got inspired by the ant, because everybody thinks that it's weak, but it's really strong, and carry on, and with its perseverance, it all the time reaches its goals. So during my journey, I never missed an occasion to learn, whatever is the skill. I never miss an occasion to learn, because I think that learning, even if you don't use it today, I am sure that you will use this tool or this skill the day after. So never miss any occasion to learn. So the third point is the failure. I want to say that some words that Oprah Winfrey said, that failure is not the end of the road, it's a big red flag saying to you, wrong way, turn around. So don't think that that the end is all, that failure is the end, because failure might tell you that you just are on the wrong way, or on the wrong path, and you will be better in a different path. And it happened to me many times. I failed in many things, but the most important was that I kept focused on my goals. I never ever left my goals, but maybe I had to take a longer way, or a longer path. But being a woman in technology was not an easy journey for me. But my advice to you is that the most important thing, that you keep trying, and don't ever consider that failure is the end, because it really could be the beginning of a wonderful journey for you. Thank you so much for your attention.